Hello everybody, welcome back to SnowRunner in Alaska on my hard mode challenge. Just jumped into the Taiga. The trailer that you can see there, the fuel carrier trailer, is the one that was on the northwest corner of the map. It wasn't full when we found it, so there's not a lot left in it now. But I just pulled it with the Taiga to this piece of road, just is more likely that I'll make use of it here than leaving it in the corner. What I'm going to do, real quick, is into the sawmill. I'm going to use the Taiga for this. I think I can get out here, up here, and up to that power line. I've only got two left to do. The other two that I've done as I've been passing. So I've got two left to do, and that'll be the last task in Northport, and I just want to tick it off as a thing done. And I didn't want to do it off cam, so let's just get it done. And then we're going to carry on with some contract work in Mountain River. I did have a cunning plan for something that would be interesting to start the episode, and I'll talk about that in a minute when I can show you what I mean. But the game doesn't want to let me do it anyway, so I'll show you it and then we'll think, and then I'll decide what to do next. But probably we'll jump into the Paystar and go back to Mountain River, because there's a couple of other tasks, contracts over there that suit that vehicle, and it's on the right map for it, so we may as well do that. I also noticed, and anybody who's watched all of these will remember, hopefully, that on the White Valley map there was a particular pipe down that I was a bit miffed that it was down, because it was a nice bridge leading to it. It seemed to be a useful little road, and of course it's a contract that can unlock it, so I was saying you should be able to unlock this, and I couldn't find a task for it. But yeah, it was a contract to do it anyway. Right, so we've got a little bit of off-road to do here. Try and find my way through these trees. It does say scout recommended, but as we already know, Taiga's a fairly proficient scout generally. There's no trail to this, it's just purely off-road. So long as I don't go silly, the Taiga should be able to push this stuff out of the way and just get to the update. As easy or easier than the Hummer could. So that's that one. Back her up. Turn around. And go to the next one. Just get these done real quick and then get on with the main contract stuff. Because we are cracking through this content. I'm looking at the list of what's left to do. Yeah, I'm feeling quite good about the progress we're making. Right, let's just make sure I know where I'm going. So this is going to be around the road to this point, and then find an off-road route up to that last power line that we need to check. It's not a major task, I just want to get it ticked off and done. Probably leaving the road there somewhere to avoid these rocks, but we'll see when we get there. Yeah, that was alright. That's not too bad. Just gonna weave your way through a little tree line. I'm not saying it's the best route in, but it worked. I'll take that. Thank you for your report. We're going to get to work right away. Here's your reward. Cool. Thank you for my reward. So, ooh, camera jank. So what I had in mind was to take an interesting convoy into White Valley and Pedro Bay and get some of the big haulage jobs done. And what I thought would be interesting about it is to have, I've got the Royal BM17 on the gooseneck trailer, and then the Derry on that gooseneck low loader. And in the same way that we used this trailer to bring the ANK Mark 38 out, I was going to save some fuel on the Derry and haul it in as a cargo hooked to a trailer. But the problem is that I can't pack the Derry, and I'm going to assume that it's because the rear wheels of the Derry are too wide for the trailer, and the packing mechanism seems to pack the outer edge of the wheels. So basically, long story short, this doesn't work. So get the Derry back off there. Oh, I'm in the wrong vehicle. So it's in the Derry then. But I've just so yeah. Long story short, this doesn't work. And I thought I could drag it in there without chaining it on and packing it, but it's just going to fall off and be a mess. So let's not fight the game. Let's play the game. So we'll get it off. And just park it there for a minute. And I'll decide what to do about that later. So that's just by way of explaining what I thought would be a cool thing to do. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to hook up this fuel carrier trailer, the scout trailer. We're going to turn this around. By a route into the garage, and then we're going to put this Hummer plus fuel carrier on the back of the swinging the trailer around like it's a pendulum. We'll put these on the low loader, and we'll drive down with the BM and the Scout packed onto that trailer. And we will do some stuff with these two vehicles. So we're going to activate that ramp. Why won't it let me pack anything on this trailer? I am attached to it, so it's not that. It is showing me that the 4 slots are on and not packed. Does that need to be detached from the trailer before they will pack? Pack trucks and trailers. Alright, okay. So they are now packed. And how I'm going to edit that into something that makes any form of sense, I do not know. But what we're going to do is we're going to drive this vehicle down into Mountain River, and we're going to take it to the pickup point for this 4-slot cargo. And then while we're there, our Hummer will be on the right map to pick up some upgrades in both Mountain River and Pedro Bay. Because there are some upgrades, we know where they are, we need to go and get them. And in the process it can just do a little fuel rescue while it's in the area. All-wheel drive. And I'm relying on the fact that this BM without a diff lock, providing it's on a flat surface, the all-wheel drive will be good enough to do haulage missions of this type. And they're mostly road based. I find myself a little bit surprised to be using this, to be honest, but I felt so I could put this trailer on the derry with a low saddle and that would haul it anywhere you want, really, pretty much, but turning circle, etc., don't know. Giving this BM a bit of a chance, and so far it's not done anything to disappoint me, apart from when I, in the last episode, took it like proper, a couple of episodes ago now I think, but I took it, you know, sort of proper off-road scenario, and the diff lock, the lack of a diff lock really hurt in that particular scenario. But if I use it for scenarios like this, where it's mostly road based, I'm not disappointed in it at all. So yeah, I find myself a little bit surprised that I'm favouring this over the Taiga. But with this trailer, as I've seen in previous episodes, I think the Taiga's a little bit gutless, struggles a bit too much for my liking. And it needs its engine upgrades and race suspension from Tamir, and we're not doing any Tamir stuff for until the next season. Right, so I think this is where the Hummer and its trailer Decamp. Get out of here. Because they can do some scouting on this map and Pedro to get us the upgrades that we missed. Put this out of the way a little bit. That'll do for now. Engine off. Jump back into the BM. The BM has got enough fuel for now. Start the engine. Get that ramp up. And then get in. And this is the reason I wanted to bring the derry on the back of this, is that the BM has got a job with this trailer to move a 4-slot cargo from this location to another map, but the derry has also got a job of coming in with a high saddle and moving that big trailer, I think, back to Northport eventually. That'll do, actually. So I'm not gonna load this up and do the delivery now. That wasn't my original game plan. I just brought it down here as a way of bringing the Hummer in, because what I am gonna do is there's a upgrade, I think, there, and I'm gonna grab it in the Hummer, and then while I'm there I'll just use the Hummer to put some fuel in the Pacer, and then the Pacer can get on with its job. We've got a couple of upgrades. There's one here that we've already unlocked. There's one there. But I'm going to do the one that's kind of, not going to say on the way, but heading in the direction of the Thirsty Girl. And I will pull the trailer with me for now. But this hasn't really gone. This isn't the plan that I had at the start of the episode. The derry not going on the trailer. I was quite pleased with myself with that idea. Moving the derry on the back of that trailer would have been funny. But doing that and then jumping into the Paystar and seeing that it only had 17% fuel, and feeling like it couldn't do the thing I wanted it to do without a fuel rescue. I'd rather do a preemptive fuel rescue than be sat run out. Let's get this into diff lock mode and get some progress done. Is that a trap, that water? So I'm going to drop the trailer here and go and get that upgrade. It's much more nimble without that trailer, of course. Don't really like this slope, but we'll see. autonomous winch to the rescue. Right, raise suspension for the Lodestar 1700. So we rescued one of those in a previous episode, or a couple of episodes ago. I've lost track a little bit, and I didn't recognize it, but of course it's the International Lodestar pickup truck. So of course that's what it is. I think I focused on the number bit of it, and I didn't recognize the 1700. But yeah, raise suspension for, so we can buy it, and it's a pickup truck. Now, where am I? And why was it such a nuisance to get in? That's pretty, I suppose, isn't it? Right, let's get back out. Get our fuel trailer. Turn it around if I can. It's quite deep snow here, but I'll turn it around if I can. Kind of feel like that rocky beach is a little bit of a trap because it's steep enough that I bet it goes to deep water pretty quickly. Right. Rendezvous with the thirsty girl. So it looks like we probably want to come across here and then try and find our way through these trees. Hopefully it's not too horrible. Track to the left. Where does that go? Okay, it's just another track out. Oh, so there is a trail here, it just doesn't show up on the map too well. That'd be alright then. Alright, so that is where we're going to leave the Hummer for a little bit, but we will fill up and then fill up and load up. So what we're doing now is we're going to grab a small pipe. Let's just get the correct mission up. For the lumber mill supplies, it needs a small pipe, 2 fuel, a metal beam taken to the sawmill. And we're going to be doing 2 contracts, but we're going to route them, sort of interchange them a little bit. So we'll do the small pipe from here, and then we'll get a metal beam from the factory, and then we'll take both of those into the lumber mill. That's our job for the next few minutes. Hopefully it'll start making sense. So small pipes, not medium pipes, and we want them on the Loading platform, please. Manual loading zone is blocked. Is it bollocks? Try that again. Right, and then we want frame mode, legs. Right, after a little bit of a shaky start to the episode, which I hope you'll forgive me for, we seem to be in a bit of a flow, getting stuff done. Repack the cargo. Off we go. To the sawmill. Engine off. 2 lots of cargo. 1 metal beam. 1 small pipe. So that's now for that mission. Lumber mill supplies. What is required to complete that contract is 4 service parts and 2 fuel. But the reason that I'm doing it in this order is that I also noticed while I was looking through the tasks that there is this on top of the world which needs 2 wooden planks and 4 fuel dropped into this truck stop plus consumables, and you get consumables from the service hub. So a little bit of shenanigans I could do with like an 8-slot trailer really to make it more efficient, because the numbers don't divide by 5 very well. But anyway, I'm going to load up 2 wooden planks here, and I'm going to track that one. I'm going to get 2 wooden planks. I'll probably go to this fuel station because it's close by, and then drop 2 wooden planks plus as much fuel as I can carry into that truck stop. And then we'll go around the road and get service parts and consumables, bring it back, And we'll basically get both of these tasks done in about 2 or 3 trips with this truck. I haven't done the exact maths on it, but yeah, that's the plan. So now we want to, and we only need 2, so I don't have to worry about the trailer. Although it might be easier to load the trailer with the wooden planks and not have to worry about the trailer for the fuel. Yeah, that's a good shout, I just realised. If I do say so myself, that's a good idea. Unpack, repack, right, and up to the truck stop motel. Which I have to say is a pretty seedy looking motel to me. I don't know if I would want to stay there. It doesn't look like much of a motel. So just to be clear, it's not this trail, it's this one. Yeah. And the reason I say it doesn't look like much of a motel is you got a sign that says, a big illuminated sign that says motel, Holtland Motel, with vacancies. It's got a fairly decent road going to it. This isn't bad, is it? You see more established lumber mills and factories with worse roads than this. And then when you get there, there's just one little hut with what looks like 4 rooms to it. Yeah. Yeah, not much of a hotel by my reckoning. Right, okay, so we have only got 3 fuel. But 2 planks, 3 fuel. So what this one needs next is 3 units. So 2 consumables and 1 more fuel. So a total of 3 units, and this one's finished. So we should definitely make sure we can load that up. But I could just do that in Paystar. But yeah, so the next stop is going to be around to the service hub, and we're going to pick up the 2 consumables and some service parts. Yeah. It's a pretty tight little spot to turn this truck around, this trailer around, though, isn't it? Yeah, this isn't going to be easy. Ooh. Perfect. Fill her up on the way out. So what we're going to load up here, we're going to load up 2 consumables for the truck stop, but we're also going to load up 2 service parts into the trailer, and we'll have to come back for the other 2. Because that's just, I think, the way the logistics works best. Yeah. Can't avoid it's going to take a couple of trips backwards and forwards. So, service parts onto the loading platform, please. Engine, crane. Right. Now, we get back to the fuel station. We refuel here first. How much have we got left here? Fill her up. Yeah. 449 litres left in that tank. Not too bad considering we got the scout trailer on this map as well. And 2 big trailers that are full in Pedro Bay. So we're not doing too bad in Alaska for fuel. Nearly. Let me smash my wheels on the barrier again. Right, we're going to detach that trailer there because when I come back to the lumber mill, I'll need 2 more fuel. So I'm going to grab one now for the truck stop and then deliver that fuel plus these 2 consumables and complete that task. And then I'm going to come back here and load up with 2 more fuel. Actually, I do want to get a bit closer, don't I? Loading bay's quite far back. Fuel on the loading platform, please. Right, so we'll run without the trailer up and get this delivered to the truck stop. Come back, load more fuel, collect the trailer, go and deliver to the lumber mill. And then if I'm not wrong, after we've done that, all we'll need is 2 more service parts, which is a fairly quick trip up the road without the trailer to get 2 slots. Job done. Bit of to and fro in between the 2 different contracts, but I think it's the most efficient way I could have done this, I think, without having more cargo capacity. Cargo, unload 1, unload 2, unload 3, job done. Accept, top of the world. Thank you, you're quite the mountaineer. Yeah, maybe. I do find it a strange place to have a trailer shop. I got a little bit excited as to whether or not this was a special trailer shop, but it's not. It's just a trailer shop at a motel on the top of a mountain, as you do. So let's just make sure I do know what I'm getting. The task we're going to do next is lumber mill supplies, and they require 4 service parts total and 2 fuel. So we'll go and snarf up 2 fuel, grab our trailer and get that delivered at least. So that now just needs 2 more service parts. And what I'm going to do for that is leave the trailer here, go and grab them real quick and be right back. I think it's the way to do that. I am slightly overrunning my normal duration. Don't know how much editing out I'll be able to do. But yeah, I'm just going to go and get 2 more service parts, load them up, bring them back. And I can go this route because it's slightly quicker. get it done. And I think the start of the next episode will be moving the 4-slot item with the BM, the Royal BM17 and the low loader, from where we just parked it at the start of this episode. We'll take that and move it up and put it at deliver it to White Valley, because that, I believe, unlocks a couple other contracts. So we'll deliver that, and then I would also quite like to focus on that pipeline, because I'm sure that pipeline will provide easier access to one of the warehouses that we might need to use for other contracts again. But that'll be next episode. Service spare parts times 2. I should probably have worked out if there are any more needed and whether I should just bring the trailer and get them for other contracts, but I didn't take the dependency chain any further than the 2 that we've done today. Pop her up while we're here. And that's 284 left. So that trailer has got just over 1 full tank worth for the first to go. So just got to bear that in mind, that I haven't got unlimited fuel on this map. Still think we're alright though. Unload. Unload. Job done. Lumber mill supplies. I appreciate your work getting those supplies to the mills. You are welcome. 450 XP. $3,300. Quick look at my level. 26. $153,000 to my name. And I think I know that will be enough. I'll stop tracking that so it stops being annoying. Right, okay, yep. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to wrap the episode here. I hope you're enjoying this. I know I am. I hope to see you in the next episode. Thank you very much and goodbye.